Okay, welcome back. I finally got all the food back, so you can see different types of burek. I'm not sure if this one's technically a burek, but this one is. This was kind of the pastry that I was telling you about that I was looking for, that I had in Durrës that I couldn't find anywhere here. Also here, two different kinds of burek. I know there's three of them, but two different types of cheese in there, she told me. So I'm going to try a little bit of each one of them. And then this thing, I'm not really sure what this is, but I went into a bakery and asked them if they had the type of burek I was looking for. And I can tell you now, I was looking for tomato burek. It's just unbelievably good. It kind of tastes like, if you're familiar with Hot Pockets that they sell in the United States, like the pepperoni Hot Pockets without the pepperoni. That's what tomato burek tastes like. It's so delicious. I found one in Durrës. Anyway, so I went into a bakery and they didn't have any burek or anything. I asked them for anything traditional Albanian, and she told me about this. She said it was a pastry with cheese in it. Now I'm not sure if it's some sort of a dessert or if it's kind of like a burek where it's like a snack or a meal. And then I'm not much of a sweet tooth type of person. Desserts, I don't eat too much sugar, but I did try to find one dessert, and that's what this is. I'm not really sure what it is, but we're going to taste all these. And so we'll cut it open and let's get started here. So let's try these spinach bureks. And so you can see they're really flaky. Okay. It's basically cheese and spinach on the inside. And like I said, there's two of the same, but two different types of cheese here. So if you like spinach and cheese together, I think it's usually feta in the burek. It's really good. What's different about it is it has a real big spinach taste to it. Almost like a raw spinach. Not like a cooked spinach, even though I know it is cooked and there's melted cheese on it. But it's more of a raw spinach. I haven't tasted anything like this before. I've had spinach burek before, but nothing like this. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just it has a real distinct spinach taste to it. Interesting. And we'll try the one basically from the same store, same bakery. So warm. With a different cheese. Oh, you can see that. Look at all that spinach inside there. And if you're not a fan of spinach, look at the way it just pulls apart. If you're not a fan of spinach, you're not going to like these. But spinach with like a feta cheese, it's so delicious. And you can see how flaky the crust is. So there's nothing clean about this. So very similar. It's almost the exact same thing. You can't even taste that the cheese is different in here. I know one of these has feta. I'm pretty sure the first one that I tried, it's more flaky, of a crumbly type of cheese. And I'm guessing that's more of a... Yeah, this one's definitely the feta. I'm not sure what kind of cheese this is. In fact, you can tell what a different pastry it is. This one's just kind of falling apart. Once again, not like it's bad, it's just, it's different. Okay, so I'm not blown away by either one of those yet. Now this one is from a different bakery, and it's the same thing. It's your traditional burek with spinach and feta cheese. So I'm just going to try this one. I know it's the same as these two, but I thought I'd give a different bakery a try. That one's really good. Perfect combination of like the amount of cheese per spinach ratio. Chewy with the cheese, nicely melted. It just goes together well with the spinach. I definitely like this one the best out of these three. So, which brings us to this one now. This one is just a traditional burek, which this is basically what they look like there. How do I want to say that? It's a pastry, like if you've never tried a burek, it's basically like a flaky pastry, like a croissant in a way. It's very flaky, and then they stuff them on the inside with all different things. Tomato, which I could not find, but usually spinach, cheese, tomato, meat, all sorts of things. Not really all sorts of things, those are basically it. But the cheese seems to be the staple everywhere. Just cheese burek is kind of traditional. So I'll just try this one. This bakery smelled, the whole bakery smelled delicious. This one is way better. Everything about it. Now, it's not like I don't like spinach, but this one, everything about it. The cheese is perfect, but the pastry itself, and this one kind of fell apart, as you can see. I mean, it's all over the place here. It's really flaky. And this one holds together fine, but it's really kind of stiff. This one is, when I just mentioned, like they're kind of like a croissant. It's perfect. It's almost got like that sweetness taste like a croissant does, like freshly baked with the cheese. This one's really good. So far, this one's definitely my favorite. But the one I kept crying about all day trying to find. Now this is not a burek, okay, but she said it was something similar. This looks almost kind of like what we might call a pasty, but she said it was filled with tomato, tomato and cheese, and so. And she's basically, the only difference is that you can tell one's kind of like the croissant style, and this one's more like a pasty, kind of like just covered in bread, almost like a pizza pocket or something like that. So let's give this a try. That's good. That's exactly what it tastes like. It's basically just like a pizza pie, but it has everything that I was looking for in there. The tomatoes here in Albania are I know they're just tomatoes. Usually you think tomatoes taste everywhere the same everywhere around the world, but something about Albanian tomatoes, they just have that kind of like a flavor to them. And even when they make like their traditional sauce, which is what they put in here, it's unbelievable. This tastes like a Hot Pocket, but not like the type of Hot Pocket you'd buy in the store, like the type that your grandma would have made like 50 years ago, and you would have just been waiting to go to grandma's to eat one of these because she would make it for you because you know you would have liked. She knows you liked them. It just tastes like a homemade Hot Pocket. Just that sweet cheese in there, and that tomato, and the crust itself is basically just like a pizza crust. Really good. So right now, that's a toss-up between these. I'm just going to put this one. None of these are my favorites. Like I said, it's not like I don't like them. It's just that these two are better. I honestly am going to have to go, even though I've been looking for something like this all day, I'm going to have to pick this one as my winner. The regular croissant type of burek with the cheese in there. It's perfect. So this one's definitely my winner. Feta cheese burek. So we'll put these over here. And desserts always last, I suppose. Let me just clean my palette out here. We're going to do another taste testing with Albania goodies when I'm done with this. So I'm going to try this one just because I'm not sure if it's a dessert or something that you would eat with a meal. So she said there's cheese in here and it's basically like a biscuit. So I'm just going to kind of cut this like a pizza slice here. It's got like the texture of like a muffin, I guess, but it's really hard on the edges. Kind of cook like the bottom of a pan pizza that you'd get. And you can see some of the cheese on top. Yes. Interesting. All right, so definitely not a dessert. Basically, what this is a cornbread. It tastes exactly like cornbread with just like a hint of cheese to it. I'll kind of show you what's on the inside. There's really not much to it. Just like a regular pastry. Hard on the edges, but it's definitely just like exactly like a cornbread. I would call it a cornbread. If nobody told me what it was, if I was eating this in the States, I would think it was cornbread. And the thing is, I don't mind cornbread. I don't eat it very often. But I think if I knew what this was, if I was going to try it again, what I would probably do is heat it up a lot more. Kind of like toast it and then spread some butter on it. That would probably be really good. Not like it's bad, but it's just something, it's different. I would have never expected it. I thought it was more like a pastry, but it definitely just is something of a cornbread. All right, but without further ado here, let's try this. This is going to be really sweet. She told me it was going to be really sweet. Now that I'm just looking at it, it's like, it's weird. It's a dessert. I'll show you. So it's almost just like a jelly, you know, flopping around here. There seems to be like nuts or something in it. I have no idea what this is made of. I don't even know what it is. So, I guess. I honestly don't even know how to review this. So there's almost like seeds in here, and it's as chewy as it looks. I mean, it's almost like a gelatin type of thing. It is sweet, not as sweet as I thought, but the outer parts, one's almost that looked like it was kind of put on a griddle or something. That's exactly what it tastes like. It tastes charred in a way. It's very interesting. I don't love it and I don't hate it. I don't know how to even give a review on this. It's chewy, it's sweet. I don't eat too many sweets, so I don't know what to compare it to. But it doesn't have like a flavor in it. There's no like coconut to it. It's just kind of not even like a gelatiny. And so my battery died on me. I apologize for that. Just to finish my dime store review on here though, which I never claimed this to be an educational type of channel. And actually a very good review, but it's got the weirdest texture to it. It's like rubber. It really is just like rubber. And it just kind of melts in your mouth when you eat it. Instantly just dissolves. But you have this outer edge which is just baked. And it has just like that grilled smoky type flavor to it. So for my Albanian subscribers here, if you could just like leave in the comments below what this thing is called and what this dessert is called, I'd really appreciate it. Where I got it from, I didn't speak very good English, and so when I asked for the name, she kept telling me her name. I didn't think she really knew what I was trying to ask her, but very friendly. All the people in Albania continue to be really friendly. Motorcycles and dogs throughout my entire neighborhood. So, and it's starting to get nicer, so everybody's starting to come out. So I don't blame them. It's beautiful out today. So this is the food tour. Got to try all this food, and yes, I'm not gonna eat all this. I have a friend who lives just like right next door. He helped me kind of, he told me a couple spots where to go, and so I will probably give this to either my neighbors, and if they don't want it, I will just, I don't know. I might eat a little bit more of it, but I'm for sure not eating all this. I don't eat baked goods to begin with. So that does it for this food tour. Byrek, it's something you should definitely try when you come to Albania. And you should just kind of try different things. I'm not really a baked good type of person. I don't eat bakery much at all. But Byrek's something that I was told that you have to try when you come here. And just on a whim today for this video, I decided to try this big cake and the dessert as well. I don't eat too much sugar, so it was definitely worth trying. It was delicious. I'm glad I tried this. I don't know if I would ever eat it again, but the spinach here is definitely different than what it was in Durrës. So that about does it for this food tour, and got a special treat coming up next. We're gonna review some Albanian beers, so I will be right back.